Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Up Next. I want to come back with another video. Hey, man. Say, man. Look, Jess Hilarious' worst nightmare has come true. She probably got fired. Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson. Let's hop straight into it. Let's get it. Let's go.
Not believe in God, but I do. So just hear me out. I believe that many of you were blessed with God-given talent or God-given abilities. Some of you look better than other people. You're taller than other people. You may be smarter than other people. And you didn't have to work for that. God gave it to you. And that ability has allowed you to go past a lot of people in your life without even trying. Things come to you almost effortlessly, and people consider you to be lucky. But the reality is that life isn't fair, and you are one of the people that got blessed. But on the other hand, there are people who have similar abilities to you, but they have just been overlooked. And now they have to work harder to be like you. It could be because they come from a foreign country. It could even be that that person is in a small city. But whatever the case is, their path to success is not like yours. And while you are out there enjoying what God gave you naturally, that other person may have to work harder to beat you. And as the old folk used to say in the church, God always got a ram in the bush. But I'll come back to that a little later. Rewind! Recently, Lauren LaRosa showed up on Carlos King's podcast, and I've noticed that this lady has been blowing up on the internet for about the last 4 to 5 months. And the reason is she is the producer on The Breakfast Club. But not only that, she's actually now a part of the show. Well, how did she get to be a part of the show? Well, Lauren LaRosa was hired to be the producer of The Breakfast Club after quitting her job at TMZ. But here's what happened. After Jess Hilarious got pregnant and needed to do maternity leave, then she was also...
Look at this. Who would want to be with this? You remember she was picking on niggas' hair and shit? You look like the Grinch, shawty. Then your stomach, I ain't never seen nobody pregnant and have abs at the same. But look at the hair. Shawty, you was on somebody's ass about their hair. Now look at your hair.
After Jess Hilarious got pregnant and needed to do maternity leave, then she was also on. She also became a part of the Breakfast Club show. And what people started to notice about Lauren LaRosa was her skill, her aptitude, and her talent in comparison to the more popular and more acclaimed Jess Hilarious. And it got so bad that Jess Hilarious started to notice how everybody was mentioning Lauren LaRosa over her in the comments. And this is when Jess Hilarious started to crash out.
We supposed to be a team up there. Not one person comes to my defense at all. Like when I'm, not one mother ever.
If you don't mind, let me kind of just back up a little bit. You see, there is nothing wrong with competition. There are some people who have unhealthy competition with you when you start doing well. These are people who really don't like you, but they want to be close to you, and now they're upset that you're going further than they are.
They look at you and they see the things you're doing, they see the moves that you're making, and they start trying to outdo you. They start trying to, if you get a car, they gonna get a car. You move into a new house, I'm moving to a new house. Get me a house. And it doesn't matter if what they're doing puts them in a financial bind or it strains them out or causes problems within their own family. And all they know is for some reason, you have become a focal point in their life that makes them look at you as a person that they have to try to always match or outdo.
Now, you guys have noticed this when somebody is a hater, it's your friends, your family members, people in your neighborhood, you're starting to do better and they're trying to compete with you. But let's talk about the Lauren LaRosa Jess Hilarious situation. Lauren LaRosa wasn't thinking about Jess Hilarious. She wanted to be the producer of the show. And Jess Hilarious just so happened to be on the show. And there was no real competition at first. The situation was Lauren LaRosa needed an opportunity.
I bullied my way into getting a guest hosting position. They didn't know me. I had never met or worked with Charlamagne, Envy, Angela Yee.
How did you get the opportunity to even have the day?
The day that Angela Yee announced that she was leaving, there's an interview she did for TMZ. She's like, yo, they don't know what they looking for. And I'm like, and I'm joking. I'm like, oh, they're going to take a shot on little brown girl on her grind. And she's like, they don't know what they looking for. Shoot your shot.
You see, the reality was that Jess Hilarious being pregnant and having a baby, and also Lauren LaRosa's attitude and position, like, I gotta make this work, I gotta go ahead and work hard and try hard, all of those things culminated into now Lauren LaRosa getting more shine, getting her own podcast, and getting opportunity than right now, maybe even Jess Hilarious. And Jess Hilarious's career may not be what it once was, but the truth is, Lauren LaRosa's career is going places. And it's because it's always a person like Lauren LaRosa that does well in life that you never see. And they always follow these particular rules.
You're going to lose sleep. You'll doubt whether it'll work. You'll stress to make ends meet. You won't finish your to-do list. You'll wonder whether you made the right call and have no way to know for years. This is what hard feels like, and that's okay. Everything worth doing is hard, and the more worth doing it is, the harder it is. The greater the payoff, the greater the hardship. If it's hard, good. It means no one else will do it.
O'Shea, why am I saying this? I mean, we all know the story of Tom Brady, who got drafted in 2000. He was a guy who wasn't really supposed to make the league. He had the worst 40-yard dash time, and it was so bad that even at age 46, he beat his time that he did when he was around 22. But we all know Tom Brady as not the best athlete, not having the best arm strength, but unanimously being the best quarterback of all time. That is because of hard work. And nobody saw a guy like this coming. And for many of you out there who are so relaxed in your everyday life, and you think your stuff don't stink, and you think you're the finest female out there, or the richest guy out there, or the brightest person out there, you better remember that God just didn't make you smart. That God just didn't make you talented, or that God didn't just make you attractive or tall or athletic. There is always somebody that wants your opportunity, and when you're not available for that opportunity, somebody will take that opportunity. We've seen it just recently in the NFL. Remember the 49ers in 2021, I believe, took Trey Lance with the 3rd pick in the NFL draft? Everybody was hyped. The 49ers give up a ton of draft capital to get him. Then what happens? Well, Trey Lance gets hurt. Okay? Not only did Trey Lance get hurt that year, Jimmy Garoppolo got hurt. One of them who came in and was ready for an opportunity? Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy comes in and takes the team to the NFC Championship. And if he wouldn't got hurt in the NFC Championship, who knows? He might have took the team to the Super Bowl against the Chiefs. And the subsequent year, he did exactly just that. Took the team to the Super Bowl. This was a guy that was called Mr. Irrelevant, a guy who was about to sign a multi-million-dollar deal, at least $50 million deals with the 49ers, while Trey Lance is lucky to get a backup job or 3rd string job right now with the Chargers. Why? Because nobody saw a guy like this coming, and he had to believe in himself because things were hard. Now, I want you guys to understand, whatever you have in life right now and you don't value it, I can promise you that somebody wants it. I can promise you that somebody will do anything to get it. And if you don't want it, don't worry. Somebody is definitely going to take it from you. And you can cry like Jess Hilarious all you want. You can say that people are coming against you, but somebody is working on their skills every day, on their aptitude every day to beat you. And it's not personal. It's just what happens. Foreigners do it all the time. They can't even speak English, as some folk would say. I remember in the 80s when I lived in Los Angeles as a kid, I used to see Hispanics selling fruit off the freeway. And it used to be something that a lot of blacks was joking about. Like, look at these, Mexican migrants, they're selling bananas and apples on the side of the freeway. You can get off the 105 or 405 or 91 and you will see them there. Well, fast forward to 40 years later, Mexican men are now earning more than black men, and their kids are going to college like crazy. And now it's not funny anymore because that hard work and resilience is paying off for their next generation. And now again, it is not funny anymore, is it? No, it's not. And it's definitely not funny when somebody catches up to you and beats you when you have a huge advantage over them. Understand that when you have an advantage over somebody, you need to get better at the things that you don't have an advantage in. That's exactly what happened with Michael Jordan. His 1985 draft report or scouting report said that Michael Jordan could not make mid-range jumpers. And then by the time Michael Jordan retired from the NBA, he's one of the top mid-range jump shooters of all time. He didn't just rely on his athletic ability. He took a weakness and made it a strength. And for those people who are forced to take weaknesses and make them strengths, they are going to beat your ass each and every time. And they are going to be exalted and they're going to get opportunities. And you're going to come up with so many excuses. Why is everybody coming against you? Why is everybody mad? Why is everybody hating? Because right now you think it's all about you, and it might be all about you for right now. But don't end up like Just Hilarious and making a mistake because your pregnancy absence, and I understand, hey, listen, you need to go ahead on and have that baby, but you never know who's right there in the wing, that if they replace you and people find out how much better they are and you're not getting better, you're gone or you're going to be limited. Now, Just Hilarious has to share a spotlight with somebody that should not even be there, but that lady would just not be denied. And now she has her own podcast. Now she's all over YouTube. Now she's doing all of these great things. And you want to know who we can blame? To a certain degree, Just Hilarious for not getting better. I'm not going to blame her for having the baby, but because Just Hilarious didn't get better at what she's supposed to do, this lady is better at what she's supposed to do. And it's always somebody like that in life.
Hey, man, we can all take this for an example, man. We can all utilize this video and just, you know what I'm saying? Just be aware of what's going on. You feel me? Ain't really much to say, y'all. My next video.